Okay, we are live.
Hey guys, Team 2020 Armor here. I'm athlete ambassador Yvette Yong.
Master Alec, CEO 2020 Armor. This is our first 2020 Armor only class. I thought I was just going to be behind the camera filming.
No. He's going to be in it.
But now I'm in it to win it.
Alright, so today we're going to go through some of the things that you can do with the 2020 Armor chest guard. I know a lot of you are training by yourselves right now. I'm going to show you what I do, a couple of things, a couple of training ideas that I do as well. So we're gonna use a one-player mode today. We're gonna go through Reflex. That's number 6, the number 6 game on the 2020 Armor chest guard. Then we're going to beatbox, heartbeat, survival, and hit meter. I think you're gonna probably do the.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of them, just the easier ones. Yeah, and so the idea here is obviously to show you what's possible and see how a world champion does it. Now, this class is for everybody. I know there's a lot of your fans, Yvette, both young girls and a lot of guys as well.
Big grown men too.
And yeah, big grown men as well. And so they really look up to you and how you train. So we're going to see how you do it with just the vest itself. So, you know, the 2020 Armor can work without any phone. And then at the end, we'll show some of the new stuff that we launched, which is the live mode, which overlays all your data on top of it. So you can play it just, you know, casually, regularly, something to push you when you're by yourself, which a lot of people still are. And then later on, when you want to actually track yourself and measure yourself. Thanks, Master Joseph. It's very encouraging. I see your comments live. I am fine. Thanks for your concern. I had a little backache injury accident last night, but I'm here, right? I'm back at it.
You made it.
And so yeah, so we're going to go through just workouts that you can do without the high level data points, and at the end how you can use those data points. It'll be about anywhere from 45 minutes class. It'll be kind of casual. This is the first one. We're going to do this weekly, and yeah, I guess we have to warm up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to warm up. He's gonna have to warm up with me. All right. I'll make sure he's very warm so he doesn't hurt himself. Okay?
Yeah, we'll have some music in the background. Yes, sir. This is getting recorded. It'll be live, but we'll put it on our YouTube channel, and it'll be here on the Facebook page as well. So while we're working out, we can see all your encouraging comments. We have a live stream. We have a TV right in front of us, so we can read everything. So yeah, you're good to go like that. Yeah, so you know, if you say something nice, that might actually help me push a little harder.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's see.
So yeah, so we're going to do warm up. We're going to do the actual workout on the vest. Yeah, please follow along with us.
All right.
So your setup is again just a ball or a weight master, or have someone hold the vest for you, and that's how we'll do it. Is that too?
Yeah, that's how I do it.
No, I did this. That's why.
Oh, you did that? Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, got it. Oh, here we go. There's the music. All right, guys, here we go. You're gonna start by bouncing up and down. Okay. We'll do what he does. All right.
Oh, you're too loud.
A little bit too loud. Okay. We're going back.
Ooh, I like this song.
I know. That's why I chose it.
Good choice.
All right. Let me get my hand.
Is the music, Michael, is the music the right volume, or do you want us to turn it up? Let me know.
Yeah.
Just say it in the comments so I can read it.
You good?
I'm good.
All right, let's start with the knees up. Here we go. All right. Take it easy. Take it slow. All right. When I clap, I just want you guys to go in a full stop like this, and then go right back to it. Okay?
All right. Michael said turn it up.
Turn it up. All right. Here we go. And nice. All right. And awesome. All right. So next one we're gonna do is, if I point this way, I'm gonna do a quick slide to the right. And if I point that way, left. All right. If I go up, knees up. All right. Here we go. Ready? Right.
And back.
Left. Awesome. Up. Nice. Up. Left.
I think another left.
Right. Awesome. Left. much, you just want to let it go. Let that dead weight hit that target, okay? Nice. Loosen up that hip. Alright, move the other leg now. Loosen it up. Oh. Awesome. Start up. Miguel's getting a little excited here. Not a competition yet. Alright, this one, next one, you're just going to straighten out your leg over the head, okay? Slow, up and over. You don't have to go super high. 2 times. Boom.
Have to warm up to that.
2. Ah, there you go. Retired athlete. Nice. Boom.
This is the lowest setting on Bob. Just gonna go over your shoulder.
Alright guys, make sure you're very loose, okay? You don't want to be too tense in your warm-up, alright? Take it loose. Alright, so next what we're going to do is just a light kick to the body, boom, back, and go over the god head, okay? Low and over. Alright, super loose, guys. 1, 2, nice out. Alright, very good. Time, boom, over. Alright, boom, over.
This is axe kick. Or like a round
It's
kick.
just over the head.
Just over the head. Sorry.
Yeah, we're just opening up our hips. It doesn't really matter what you do. Roundhouse or axe kick, up to you, okay? We're just trying to open the hips up. Boom. Nice. Alright. Now we're just going to do some back kicks, okay? Heel, boom. 1, 2. Alright.
Come in, coach. Come in. Wait, it's warm up.
Alright, next is like 540 back kick. I'm joking, guys. Alright.
Hey, Michael, can you hear our voice okay if you talk like this? Let me know.
Yeah? That's good? Okay. Next one I want you to do is super light also. Just a front leg double if you can. If that's not for you, then I just want you to do 1, 2, okay? If you can do this, super light. Again, you're just throwing out your leg, making a dead weight, hitting that target, okay? Don't want to put too much pressure on your knee. One more time. 1, 2. Alright? Other side. 1, 2. Alright? Let that leg go right to the chest guard.
Our voice needs to go up a little. We will project. So is it double?
One more time, guys. Here we go. Again, very light, okay? Don't get too excited. Nice. Alright. I think that's good for our legs for warm up. What we're going to do now is work on a little bit of mobility. Alright, so other hips. Big hip circles. Outside. Awesome. Now I just want you to move your upper body.
I'm sorry.
Upper body. Okay? You're just going to go in one big circle. Very good. And other side. Alright, perfect. Now open up your legs. Hands on your knees, pushing one side out.
I'm trying to keep your room.
Outside. Again, guys, thanks so much for joining us live for our first session with 2020 Armor. the 2020 armor training cave.
Yeah, this is the training cave. This is the first one. We're going to have this weekly. We'll do some warm-ups. We're going to talk about all different ways to train, obviously. But not only that, just different tips, different life experiences that we've had, just different lessons, all types of good stuff. Yeah, you know wearing a Blue Jay hat. Thanks, Scott. It was either that or this. Crazy.
Quarantine hair.
Alright. Doing our part to keep everyone safe. Remember to practice physical distancing or wear a big
You can go off camera to do this one. My splits look exactly like this.
Like this.
For more information,
Let's do some hip mobility. You go forward. Like this.
Did you know that Spotify is available on Google
I
Home?
didn't know.
Well, you can ask your
You know, the paid version of Spotify here. Hi, Mr. Bernard, nice to see you here.
Oh, Bernard Posey! Hey! Man, we were on the team together when we were in juniors.
Junior? Oh, wow.
So long ago. What was it? I think it was in 2000. Oh man, 2006.
Oh, yeah?
I think I was 16.
Wow.
Long time ago.
There you go.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
So for those of you who might have just joined us now, we are obviously here with Master Yvette Yong, world record #1, and we just finished our warm-up and our stretching. And today is going to be a training session with 2020 armor. We're going to go over all the different ways you can use it for training for all levels. Even Master Jim Nam, hello sir, nice to see you. Would love to see you in one of these classes actually participating, not from the keyboard, but we'll get you one time. And yeah, so it's for all levels. You'll need a vest to fully appreciate all the different exercises that we can do. And yeah, we just did warm up. Put me in, coach, I'm ready. What's next?
So yeah, if you have a 2020 armor chest guard, you can either put it on a box if you have one, or a very strong volunteer.
Or someone you dislike.
Yeah. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is work on the first the first game for one player. That is reflex, alright? So if you guys have a 2020 armor chest guard, you have this poster right here. It kind of explains what the reflex game is. Okay? Ali, do you want to help me out?
I will set you up. How are you?
So we're just going to show them. So first of all, we're going to do a quick demo of all the games that the chest guard has. And then after that, I'm going to spice it up a little bit. Show you like some ideas that I do for my training. And Master Ali before can show you some of his stuff too.
Yeah, I'll show you mine. So I put on game 6, level 1. I put up 60 seconds?
Sure.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to do reaction. What level is this on?
1, ma'am.
Oh, this
So
is
not too much
level
power.
1.
Yeah, not
Alright,
power.
here we go. It's going to flash. Boom. I got a green. You guys can all see that? Alright.
So it's going to flash once, twice, or 3 times. And purple is fake. And you have to hit that many times. So yes, Master Nam, that is K-pop in the background. Okay, so man, you're doing just back leg roundhouse right
Just
now.
back like roundhouse. Whoa, those fakes are making me. There we go.
Okay, so just a very simple, even though this is a reflex game, right? She's only doing one technique, trying to get the fast twitch muscles juiced up. And it's only for a minute. And you notice that she's always moving. Right? Movement is very important. It's very easy to get caught up, and especially in reflex and reaction mode, to stand still and wait for the light. But that is not a good idea. Oh, you only missed 2, man. Not bad, not bad.
All right.
It's important to keep on moving because in a match, you have to be able to react at any time. And if you're flat-footed, it slows down your reaction time. So that's why when you're playing this game, it's always important. Even though I know it seems easier, you want to kind of stand there and move. That's not actually the reality of what happens in the match. And then second, when you kick, kick properly. So most people, they try to just kind of get the lights going. That's going to build a bad habit. Make sure you actually kick with the right technique and everything.
All right, so did you want to give it a try or should we move on?
Yes, move on.
Okay. All right, this is going to be my favorite, beatbox. So if you guys have played, DDR or Guitar Hero, it's almost exactly like that, but in a kicking version with the bob. So every time the white light goes into the blue area right here, you have to make contact with the chest guard. All right. If you miss one, it will show you on the other side. So it literally keeps track of all the hits that you made within. Was it how many seconds?
That's like almost a quarter-second window.
Quarter-second window.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we designed this for punching, but if you're really good like Yvette, you can kick. And so the idea here is all about rhythm. Yeah. So you can see the blue bars going across, and once it gets into the blue bar, you gotta hit it. So the idea here is all about rhythm. Fighting, you have to follow a rhythm, you have to anticipate, and so this is going to teach you how to do that. So you notice men is doing all different kinds of kicks now. Not just back leg roundhouse kick, whatever kind of position you land in, that's the one that you should kick with, okay?
Oh my goodness. Are you sure this was on level 1?
Yeah. So as you keep on getting the right beats, it goes faster. Nice. Almost done. Couple more seconds. Boom. Woo! That's right. As you round rhythm. So as you catch your breath. So this one was all about rhythm. So again, you have to follow a specific beat, and fighting is actually like a dance. Like you have another partner, and they're going to do something. The only thing is you don't necessarily know what they're going to do. You have some sort of idea because you've been training long enough. You can detect patterns, and then you kind of have to be able to follow a rhythm. So you have to have certain movements and predict. And so that's kind of what this is all about. And you notice how she didn't do the same kick over and over again because that's not really what a dance is or a fight is. You're doing different things. So wherever position you landed, you kind of kick from there. Not easy by any means. She makes it look easy, but quite hard.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I love this so much, beatbox, because literally when you're in a fight, there's two people, right? So there's two rhythms. Your job is to basically read that rhythm of the other person, right? And it can change at any time. So this training is super good for your reaction, super good for your rhythm, and your stamina.
Yeah.
All right, oh my goodness.
Oh, here you go.
You
Talk about stamina. You forgot about stamina? Heartbeat.
Heartbeat. All right, our next one is heartbeat, literally stamina. So you got to keep that health bar up for
30 seconds?
we'll do 30 seconds, all right?
Seconds.
Okay.
So stamina, why does stamina matter, right? Stamina is extremely important. First is for just general fitness. If you can have a ability to output power from the beginning to the end of an exercise session, that means you're healthy for a specific match. Again, it's very important that if you kick with the same amount of intensity and power at the first second than you do at the last second, then that's extremely important to determine if your kicks are going to be effective near the end of the match when people tire out. So this will tell you very blankly if you passed or if you failed your stamina test. So what are you going to do for this, ma'am?
So for this one, I'm just going to do simple roundhouse kicks, okay, so that everybody can see. So for each level, we're going to go on what, level 1 right now?
We can do 2.
I can go on 3 if you want.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're going to go on level 3 for 30 seconds. The higher level you go, you have to kick harder.
You have to kick harder, yeah.
And it goes, the time goes faster and faster, right? Yeah. So this is one of the games that I love the most because this game you can create your own stamina, right? So I love to do a lot of burpees. I can do footwork in between. You can basically make your own kind of workout for this specific setting, right? So first one I'm going to show you is just roundhouse, simple, and then we're going to go through all the games again, and then we're going to go back to heartbeat. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I do. All right, so first of all, simple, just roundhouse and press start. All right, whew, here we go.
So you gotta keep the lights up. If you weren't able to see that on the screen, the light bars keep on going down. You got to keep on hitting it to prevent it from going all the way down. If you go all the way down, you lose. So this thing is keeping you accountable and making sure that you keep on kicking.
Yeah, 2020 armor.
Pants. Everything in this room is 2020 armor. Yeah. So this is Master now. I know you're sitting on your couch right now, sweating, watching us do this. But it is actually quite important to see if you're not able to train. You can just watch how somebody else trains. You can pick up some tips and try yourself at home. Okay, power. Survival is more of a, that's more if you have someone else wearing it. But game number 10 is all about.
You don't want to wear it?
I don't want to wear it, no. Not for you. I don't want to get kicked by you.
Alright, so hit meter. I think.
You want me to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that one. That's
I'd love
no
you to
problem.
do that one.
Yeah, so I'm going to work on my power. And the thing about this game is you can't really do any tappy stuff. Like you actually have to hit properly. And so proper form, proper technique, proper placement, all that stuff. And it's just going to show how hard I hit.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, I got to the yellow. And
Nice, that's a little bit harder, yeah?
yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, put more hip into it. There we go. Okay, I got to the red for the first time.
Alright, let's see a 360.
360.
Who wants to see a 360?
Oh, don't put up the hands. All right, 360.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there
almost
you
to
go.
the white. Almost to the white.
Oh.
I'm gonna get the white.
Oh.
It's interesting. Like I was completely off target. I mean, timing. There we go. Busy.
So you can see this game can really test somebody, right? It can really challenge somebody. So whenever it goes up to a point, you always want to do better. I mean, at least that's my mentality, right? As you can see Master Ali before, he said, oh man, I gotta get to the white. And you know what? He did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it really tests your mechanics, right? So if you can self-regulate yourself, you know if you need to put your hip into it, snap or whatever. But if it's a child that you're coaching, you can give these instructions to them, and then they can instantly see again how they can improve. So that's the power game. You said you want to do it again?
No, I'm
Okay.
going to do. So now that we've done the one-player games, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I do that make my training fun.
Right. Okay, so that was just like a walkthrough of the basics, right? Now you're going to see what a world rank number 1 actually does to stay on top of the world. So,
Yeah,
which
so,
one are we going to do first?
and if you guys have any other suggestions, please write them down. We'll take a look
Oh
and
yeah,
see if we
see if
can.
we do a comment, yeah. That's a good idea.
Alright.
Master Jim, now I know your brain's working.
Alright, so one thing I really love to do you want to help me put
Yeah,
up
which
the
one do you want to do?
heartbeat? You can put
Heartbeat,
it to-
okay.
yeah.
Number 8.
Number 8. And we can go for maybe 30 seconds.
Okay.
I can show them some of the stuff that I do. One of the exercises I really love doing are burpees. Because I feel like burpees give your entire body something to do. Alright, so there's 2 versions of burpees. One, you don't have to put your body on the floor. Jump up, get ready to kick. Another version that I really like, I think this is really good for a lot of athletes because it uses all of your muscles. Burpees on the floor, arms up, putting yourself up again, and getting ready to kick. Alright, so,
You can just push play, yeah, over here. Mr. Joseph, don't you worry, live mode is coming at the end. That's dessert, young man, that's dessert. Okay, right now we're eating our meat and potatoes. So you're good to go?
alright, yeah, here we go. Guys, give me some suggestions if you want me to do them. You know me, I'm crazy. Yeah, I will do them.
This is not easy because the health bars are going down. Oh my god. Keep it up, harder, harder!
Oh my God.
Go, go, go! Hard, 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 hard! I think I'm a harder level, sorry.
Oh my God.
Go, go, go!
Oh my God. What level did you put it on? Oh no.
you do?
It was really good. Every time I went down for a burpee, I don't know where the bar is, right? So I love that because that helps me with my reaction.
Yeah, it definitely pushes you. So that's another crazy one. Again, to just motivate yourself, push yourself to move faster. Because when you do burpees, it's easy to just kind of slow down, right?
Yeah.
And that it's easy to fall in that trap. If you're pushed to keep a certain rhythm, then that really tests your physical abilities and really pushes you higher. So yeah. I am not doing that one. I know what you're looking at me for. I didn't even know I was going to participate. I always thought I was going to be the cameraman. People need to see you do this, not me.
I would love to try
I'm just
something
going to take a drink
that
of water.
I would like to try an idea from somebody.
All right, Yvette is looking for a suggestion on what to do for a heartbeat. So you want to do stamina? Oh my God.
Yeah, I can do stamina.
That's crazy. Okay, whoever suggests something for her to do during heartbeat, she said she is going to do it. Do you get to choose, or do I get to choose? Whatever comes
So
in.
if you get to choose mine, I'm going to choose yours.
Okay, you choose yours then.
Anybody?
Joseph, I know you said you wanted to see Reflex with 360.
360.
For Reflex.
For Reflex.
Yeah, later on. So the live mode, we'll do that
yeah.
one, yeah. Oh my God, that is actually, it's kind of like back kick. Spinning back kick. Heartbeat spinning back kick. That's a good one. Oh, that's the second one. That's
Alright,
two
it's
back
done.
kicks.
I'll do it. Alright.
Okay, I'll put it at a lower level. 30 seconds? 20 seconds?
I'll do 20.
20, yeah.
Woo!
Alright. Constant back kicks, heartbeat. The people have spoken, I'll vote for you. Alright. Ready? Here we go. Heartbeat, back kick. Good job, keep it up, keep it up. Good. Keep it up. Nice. Almost there. All right. Woo.
Man!
You guys do not make it easy. Constant back. So, I mean, that obviously tests your stamina, but also your precision and accuracy. So you're hitting the same spot over and over again, but also delivering with power. So not easy to do, but a very good way to train. So keep it up. Yeah, that is crazy, right? Good for you. Well, how long have you been doing our class for? 1 second. Let me just check in on the time here. What is the time? 30 minutes, ma'am. So we've done it for 30 minutes.
I've done it for 30
You've
minutes.
done it for 30 minutes. I did a warm up for about 10 minutes. Did you want to do some of the? Well, we'll take a little bit of a break while she cools down. I don't know why I'm looking that way. Should be looking this way. We have a TV here that we're looking at. That's why we can see ourselves. We'll give her. Do you want some water?
Yeah, I'll get some water. And then we can move on to the live mode.
Okay. All right. So 30 minutes in. Thanks, Miss Yvette, for giving us a rundown of just some of the basic ways that you train with it. Again, especially, so the theme of this one was how to train if you're home by yourself, which a lot of people are, or don't have any training partners. So this is one way to not only just push yourself, because that's one thing that happens when you're by yourself. It's harder to push yourself. But the other thing is how you actually kind of measure yourself with some sort of any sort of measurement, right? And so at least this is allowing you to do that. So we just kind of went just a basic games without any phone connected to it. Now we are going to go into the live mode. No live mode. I can do the live mode. That's okay. If you don't want to. No, you're okay? All right. And we will do an easy one. We'll do reflex mode. And so the point of live mode is to now get a little bit more granular, right? This was a very kind of like, really nice to see your progress videos, your little visuals. I don't know who you're talking to, but hey Paul, yeah, nice to see you, buddy. Tara says, Sean Marie and I expect to see your progress videos doing all of these drills. I don't know who you're talking about, me or her. Yeah, Yvette, we might expect to see all your progress drills. So the next game we're going to play, we're going to actually start measuring ourselves with hard data. So this is really important. What I do is I write down actually some of my results up on the wall there, and I challenge myself week after week, see if I can get better. And this is an important way of practicing Taekwondo or martial arts because we've never been able to do this before. So now we'll show you how a world champion looks like with her numbers in terms of reaction time. These are numbers that we've never really known before, and so now we can actually see them. So, which kick, ma'am?
Just a simple roundhouse.
Roundhouse kick. Okay, we'll do reflex mode roundhouse kick, and you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. We'll see. What's going to be fun and interesting here is again see what she can actually do. I've only got to see it a couple times, but now the whole world gets to see your numbers. All right. Yep, you're in. Okay, so I'm going to show you kind of what I'm doing here. I'm going to pick reflex. How long, Yvette?
However long. 30 seconds.
You want to do 30 seconds? Okay, we'll go live mode. We'll do 30 seconds. And we'll save this onto your profile. So we'll pick your profile name. Okay. I'll tell you when to double tap. Oh. Right. Okay. Go ahead and double tap. All right. Now we will see what her numbers are. Oh my God, 636 right off the bat. My best ever was 617. What's important to note here is not only the best time, but the average reaction time, because that really is an indicator of what you're going to do the whole match. And that's it. That was too quick, too easy. Okay.
That was my left leg.
That was your left leg? So let's take a look at those numbers here. Okay, quick view graph here. So you can see her average is about, so this is a world rank number 1, kind of warm up. Her left leg, roundhouse kick direct, is about an average of 653. Her best is 627. Now, this doesn't mean that she will always perform like this. She could perform sometimes better, sometimes worse. It depends on a whole bunch of factors. But the good thing is now that she can actually measure it. So that's her average, her reaction time. Did you say you wanted to do 360?
Yeah, we'll try 360.
360? Okay.
I mean, we'll see. It's interesting to see the time it takes to do a 360.
Right.
With reaction, right?
So I'm going to put her note. So that was your left leg roundhouse you
That was
did.
my left leg roundhouse kick. That's what I love about this app. You can put notes in there to tell you which kicks you did and your reaction times on that, so you can really keep track of those.
That's important to, if I could spell round, this isn't my phone, so house, okay, and then we'll save that, okay, and so 30 seconds again.
30 seconds, yeah.
Okay, pick your username, 30 seconds, okay, put in our pin. Okay, hi Valeria, nice to see you. She is now going to do left leg 360?
Right leg 360.
Right leg 360, okay? I have never seen that intro. That intro. Whoa, 968, interesting, okay? All right, this is in the 900s. Obviously, it takes more time to spin than just direct. So about 950 is the average. Nice. Okay, so your average was 949. Best was 889. And that was a 360 roundhouse kick.
60 roundhouse kick, right leg. And that's how specific you can get with these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually do this with anything.
Yeah, any technique.
You can do this with doing footwork in between. Yeah, basically everything.
Okay, right leg, 360, and then send to the old coach. You're not old Master Chung, that's not what I meant.
See at the bottom there, it says share results.
Yeah.
That's,
and then you can post the screen here, this go on social media. Oh, and that video that we just took, that's on your camera roll, so that's also going to be something that you can view later. So that was the 2 reflex games. We'll give you a break, ma'am. All right, so did you want to take one from the crowd, or did you have anything specific in mind?
yeah, I would love to hear what
the people want
the
to see.
viewers want to see with my reaction.
Okay, so reaction is in the game, not stamina or power. All right, we'll do it for reaction. And how much time do we got left here? What is the time here? 38. So we just got a few more minutes, and then we'll do a cool down. It'd be interesting to see how you do your cool down as well. No, it's interesting because you take it for granted. Well, I'm not saying you take it for granted. We take it for granted as to what we do, but a lot of people have kind of different ways of doing things. So if there's any kind of metric you want to see for Yvette for her reaction time, let us know, and we'll do it. So we did 360, we did back leg roundhouse kick. I would like to see back kick.
You want to see back kick?
I want to see back, because I did back kick. If anyone needs to see my video,
He just wants to see
I want to see
if he is faster than I am.
Yeah, let's see back kick.
What about
Back
it?
kick. So my numbers,
Okay, your
well,
numbers.
no, I had it, I didn't write down my back kick one because I just did it last night. My back kick average was 750.
I don't know if you saw his video last night that he posted, but he did a back kick, and after the second kick, I don't know what happened. Ali, you want to explain?
Oh, so I did some water, I slipped or something, it doesn't matter. But I'm here, I'm still in it, kind of, by just commentating. Yeah, I just kind of slipped last night. It's kind of fun. You can watch it, I posted it. Okay? So now we're going to do back kick, we'll end it with that, and then we'll do a cool down. And then we'll see some of the numbers. So for context, again, I did about 750 milliseconds average. I am out of shape, 40 years old, former competitor. Let's see what world rank #1 active competitor can do. Can you unlock your phone?
Sir?
Back kick. Right leg or left leg? What are you going to do?
Right leg.
Right leg? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna pick reflex, live, 60 seconds? 30 seconds?
Let's do it for 30.
30, okay. 30 seconds. Alright, start the game. Oops. Okay, go ahead, double tap. Alright, let's see her right leg. Back kick, speed, because mine, that intro. Oh, already better than mine. All right, not bad. 698. My best was 699. My average was 750. Yvette's average. Oh no, your average is 852. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm faster than you. I'm faster than you. I haven't trained in 12 years. Oh my God! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. An average of 852. You had it there live, ladies and gentlemen. I will post my numbers. Mine was not 852. Mine was 750 average. Should I go back in the ring? Anyways, that was the first time she did that, so that's not fair. But what's important to erase. This is live, and
This is live. I have nothing to hide.
I was distracting her. But what's important? So what does that mean, right? So now we have a number. What does that mean? So when did you record it? Before practice? At the end of practice? You know, what did you do that day? You also have to look into the factors of that. And then know that and put that into context for whatever you're using those numbers for. So if you're using those numbers to train and improve, or you're getting ready for a game, or you're doing injury recovery, these all inform how to do those better, right? How to better mentally prepare for a game. So if you were normally at, like, let's say 750 for a right leg back like me, who was faster than her, but for some reason the day before you were at 850, that tells you something. That tells you, or the day off, right? Maybe you took that number the day off. That tells you, okay, you know what? My reaction just isn't quite there today. So I can't rely on that. I have to change my strategy to rely on something else, right? But at least you know that.
Yeah, that's why I love the notes section. You can literally put down anything and everything. It's basically like a taekwondo journal, you know?
Right.
Like you did this at 8 a.m. I ate this. I ran for 15 minutes before that. You can really keep like a diary of your training, and you can really like look over it at maybe the end of the week or end of the month, and have a meeting with your coach. You guys can see what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, and what you are doing that's making you better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so that was good. She said I was going to do some of those techniques. I did not, but the people want to see you, not me. So, how do you cool down normally?
How do I cool down?
Yeah.
Well, basically I do a lot of slow stepping. You want to do it with me?
Yeah, I can do that.
You can definitely do slow stepping. So basically, every time you step down, I do a kick. It doesn't matter where. You can do it in any direction, any kick you want. Boom. Out here. Every time I step down, you can do 1 or 2 steps. Just do a kick. Boom. That minimizes that time when you're stepping down and going like an extra step before you kick, right? So this is actually working on your cool down, your reaction time, and all those like mini movements that you do before you're kicking. You can really see what you're doing wrong, right? So this is what I love to do when I'm cooling down. Stepping, back kick, in any direction literally. Boom.
Very nice. I never heard of this one. It's interesting. By the way, guys, we'll be doing this every week. Okay, every week on Saturday. We'll be doing obviously different things. This is just the first one to give you like a taste of what's all possible, and just it's more of an introduction, really. And obviously, if people have ideas that they would like to share with us, let us know, and we'll continue to do that every year for you. This is just a tip. Yeah. That's cool. I really like how, because you can't do those extra steps, because in fighting it's really important not to have those extra steps, right? And this kind of forces you to do
Actually,
it.
I have a great idea for a cool down.
You always have good ideas. There you go.
Let's do some slow stepping, Ali.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is how we always used to cool down at the club. Just really slow stepping, right?
Really,
you
I
missed
like
this.
how he said really slow.
Yeah, really slow. This also does the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't done this in a while, right? Step with somebody. Yeah.
Might get competitive, guys.
So again, it's important to just extend your technique. You're trying to not hit, but just cool down.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but me and Ali used to be on the same team together. Back in the day, man.
Yeah, when I was retiring, my last 2 years was Yvette's first 2 years on the national team for Team Canada.
2006.
Yeah. We cooled down all the time too.
Yes.
When we were on the team, because we didn't train in the same club.
No, not until
Not that
that
time. Yeah. So we got
Oh.
almost finished. Oh, we got a special guest for cool down. Come on, baby.
Come in here. Hyla. You guys get to meet my goddaughter.
Come on, baby. Say hi.
Say hi to everybody. Can you do a good? Can you do a big?
Say Oh. Okay. You want to hit Bobby?
You want to hit Bob? All right. Oh.
There you go.
There we go.
That's another way to cool down too. Okay, baby. Let me see that speak, okay? All right. Anything else, ma'am, for cool down before we end things up?
Just a little bit of mobility, if you guys are still with us. Cool down, some mobility, stretching out your hips. I love to do that.
There's always an Isla appearance in all of our live streams.
Yeah, Yeah, once again, I just really want to thank you guys for joining us today live for our first 2020 Armor class. We'll be doing this each week, showing you different things, different techniques that we can do with chest guard. A lot of you are training at home right now with this situation. So yeah, it's great. It's great to have this chest guard if you don't have anybody else to train with.
Yeah, and we're also, the class can be a lot more than, that's a lot of value right there too. What you can do with 2020 Armor, what you do, but also just, you get to interact with her, right? You can ask her questions, you can ask her to do things, just to kind of, like, for example, what was your back kick reaction time, right? That was kind of a cool thing to know. And so if you're a coach or an athlete and you have something to strive towards in terms of numbers, you have some sort of a bar that you can set now. So there's another cool opportunity as well.
I think next week we should have Ali kick some more.
No one wants to see me trip on my own feet.
Alright.
Yeah, we're good.
That, yeah.
Okay, thanks guys for joining us for your time on Saturday. Feel free to ask us any questions or comments. We will take a look at those afterwards as well. We will post this on our YouTube channel and Facebook. And enjoy the fight, enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend.